So today we're doing a deep dive into something that honestly feels a bit like a time capsule at first glance.
Right.
We're looking at the spec sheet for the NTI ST-C5V-R-1000SP. It's a video extender.
But it's all VGA.
All VGA, exactly. The old blue connector with the little
Oh, and
pins.
you had to screw in.
Yeah. And, in a world that's all about 4K, HDMI, wireless casting, it feels a little odd to be talking about this.
It does.
But our mission today is to unpack why this kind of hardware, this pure hardware solution, is actually still critical for huge venues. Think
Right.
airports, movie theaters, that kind of thing.
Well, it really just boils down to physics and reliability. We always think newer is better, but you try running an HDMI cable, 300 yards,
Across a football field.
you're going to have a bad time. The signal just falls apart.
And that is exactly the problem this NTI unit is built to solve. It's all about distance.
Precisely. This thing can take a signal from one computer video and audio, and it broadcasts it to multiple screens.
Up to, 1,000 feet away?
1,000 feet? It's a massive distance. I mean, your average video cable gives up the ghost after maybe 15, 20 feet if you're lucky.
The thing that really jumped out at me in the specs was how it does it. It's not some super thick, expensive, proprietary cable.
No, not at all. It's using standard CT5.
The same cable we use for internet.
Yes, CT5, CT5E, CT6. It's brilliant because that stuff, that cheap copper wire, is already running through the walls of pretty much every commercial building on the planet.
Okay, but I want to be really clear for anyone listening. This isn't video over IP, is it? We're not talking about sending data packets like a YouTube stream.
That's a crucial distinction. No, this is using the physical copper wires inside the CT5 cable to transmit the analog signal directly.
So it's more like a point-to-point electrical connection.
Exactly. Not a network data stream.
Ah, okay. That must be why the resolution can be so high. I mean, we're talking about old school VGA, but the numbers here they're pretty impressive.
They really are. It can handle up to 2048 by 1536.
Which, just for context, that's quite a bit higher than standard 1080p high definition.
It is. And trying to keep an image that crisp over 1,000 feet of unshielded twisted pair cable, that is a real engineering challenge.
If you just tried to splice the connectors yourself, it would look awful.
Oh, terrible. You'd run right into signal skew.
I saw that term in the specs. Can you break that down?
Sure. So in a TT5 cable, the little pairs of wires inside are twisted at different rates. That's to prevent interference.
Okay.
But it means the physical length of the wire carrying the red signal might be a tiny bit longer than the one carrying the blue. Over 1,000 feet, that tiny difference means the colors actually arrive at the screen at different times.
And you get what, like color fringing, a blurry picture?
Exactly that. And this is where the remote unit comes in.
Mm-hmm.
The 1000 SP model has a feature called Auto Adjust.
Which I assume fixes that skew problem.
It does automatically. It
Yeah?
basically analyzes the signal it's receiving and electronically compensates for those timing differences. It adjusts the quality and the skew so the picture's sharp.
So you don't need a technician on a ladder with a tiny screwdriver.
No manual fiddling. It just works.
And that plugs right into this bigger theme of it being pure hardware. They make a really big deal about there being no software, no drivers to install.
And in the commercial world, no drivers means no crashes.
Right.
If you're running the flight information at an airport gate, you absolutely cannot afford a driver conflict or a Windows update taking your screen down.
It just removes the operating system from the equation completely.
It's OS independent.
Yeah.
You plug it in, it works. And look at the build. It's rugged steel, powder coat finish. This is designed to be bolted into an equipment rack and then just forgotten about for a decade.
And it handles audio too, right? I saw the 3.5 millimeter jacks.
Yep, CD quality stereo audio. So for a multimedia display with its own speakers, that sound travels right down the same CT5 cable with the video.
No, all this reliability, it does have a price. I think the list price was around $570.
Which, yeah, if you're a home user, that sounds pretty steep for a cable extender.
Yeah.
But if you're a facility manager...
It's infrastructure investment.
Exactly. You're paying for the guarantee that your screen isn't going to go black in the middle of a major conference or a busy travel day.
So I guess the takeaway here is really about using the right tool for the job. We get so obsessed with everything being wireless and smart and cloud connected, but sometimes what you really need is just a heavy steel box that does one thing perfectly. It blasts a signal down a copper wire.
Wireless is convenient, but wired is certain. And in any mission-critical environment, you will always, always trade convenience for certainty.
It really does make you rethink all that invisible infrastructure that's keeping things running. So, here's a final thought for you to mull over. In our constant rush to make everything smart, are we maybe forgetting the value, the resilience that comes from a dumb, physical, hardwired connection that just works?